I really didn't think you'd be able to fit inside my trunk. You must be even less of a man than you look.
Wow.
What the hell, man?
How are they friends again? Hey! Final?
My god, he's dead already!
He's already dead!
He's already been killed!
Final, you're muted. Final, you're muted! I'm going to investigate. I'm going to find out exactly what happened here.
Congratulations, you're gonna do your job.
I'm going to work out who took Kazuma's life and how and why they did it.
He's going to do the job he didn't want to do, and now he's doing it again.
Yep. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 2. Wow, I just combined episode and 2 together. We're in yet another crime
Welcome to
scene.
episode, the episode with the attitude.
Oh my god.
Well, technically, it's
That's
episode
good.
2 of the cases. It's not episode 2 of the Let's Play.
Welcome to episode 2, episode 13.
Is it 13? Yeah, it's
I
probably
don't
13.
know.
Yeah, I think it's 13. This should probably be 13. But anyway, yes.
Welcome to episode 13, case 2.
Welcome to episode
Great Ace
Organization
Attorney
13.
1.
If you keep that up, it's just gonna start like sounding like crime scene, crime files, like DL6, SL9, or whatever.
Welcome back to DL6-3.
God. No, this isn't. No, this wouldn't be a DL6. This is just the Maya Fey case again.
Yeah, no, we've already. Welcome back to Maya Fey case 2.
MFSP-15.
These are the rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Brea. Brea? Brea?
I think it's
Russian.
Buria.
Brea.
like-
I don't know Russian, so.
Yeah. I don't know Russian either. I'm just going off of what I think it would be.
It's essentially a list of requests from the captain to all passengers on board.
Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
Kazuma was allowed to bring a sword.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Kazuma has a sword.
He did say he had to talk to Japanese. He had to really convince the Japanese government to let that happen.
Yeah.
But that implies he talked to the Japanese government, not to the Russians on the ship.
What? Why are you staring at me?
Oh, sorry, I was just thinking. Are you more of a dangerous object or a pet?
Pet. Definitely a pet.
No.
Can't decide.
Well, one thing's for sure. Either way, I wasn't supposed to be in here. Hi, sir. Can we talk to you? Perhaps I should see what this Russian crewman makes of the scene of the crime.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Excuse me. Too late. We're here.
What?
I was wondering how it's going. The investigation, I mean.
Grandmother told me Japanese people do not make jokes, but it's not true, I see.
Sorry?
The criminal asking investigative on about this crime. Very funny.
Oh, it wasn't supposed to be a joke.
He doesn't appear to be laughing either. He's convinced you're guilty.
So are you.
He might have useful information, though. I have to keep
Wait,
trying.
why is Susato guilty?
She moved
No,
the
no, no.
bookshelves.
No, that's not what he's convinced you're guilty. So did you. You were convinced I was guilty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, last
not
night,
that unbelievable.
did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all?
Niet! Of course not! I get back to Colonel Ruben excited!
This is the angriest I've ever seen Donald Duck.
Do you want me to do a Donald Duck voice?
Oh my god.
No, God, no.
I'd say no more to you!
Did I hit a nerve? Just for a minute there, he seemed a little flustered. What do you think this is? It looks like a broken piece of glassware. Wherever the thing was, it appears to have broken clean in two. Did Kazuma, like, try to cut something in half?
What do you mean try?
Did.
There you go.
The glass is such a beautiful color. It looks like a cute little,
Give me a second. It's early.
Well, we're probably gonna butcher this word, so...
It's
not going
Netsuke. Netsuke.
Yes.
It looks like a cute little Netsuke fastener from the kimono outfits.
I'm not sure that sounds like Kazuma. He wouldn't have secretly carried a cute little trinket like this around with him, would he? You don't
Well,
know.
the fact that you're doubting it means that he might have. And the mark beside it. What is it, I wonder? It has a sort of brick-like hue.
Yes, you're right. It is the color of brick, isn't it? Even though I don't see anything of the same color anywhere else in the cabin. Did Kazuma write that before he died? I hit the body, but sure, we'll look at the words. It looks like it's written in ink.
I mean, it's connected to the body.
He must have knocked the ink pot from the desk when he collapsed on the floor. And I suppose he wrote this message by dipping his finger in the spinach. Poor Kazuma-sama. No doubt he was in terrible pain. It's almost unbearable to imagine.
I mean, yeah, so much in pain he was able to neatly write this. I suppose he was trying to leave some kind of a clue in his final moments, was he? I'm sorry, partner, but I can't read your writing.
I don't think that's Japanese, Naruhodo-san.
What? Then what language is it?
Ryunosuke, are you kidding me?
It's clearly English.
It pains me to admit it, but I don't know.
English.
It's not a foreign script I'm familiar with. What
English.
does it mean, I wonder?
Just like Giselle Brett spoke perfect English.
Definitely not English. I investigated thoroughly, but I can't find. Okay, why? All right.
Oh, so the lore we've made up about English in this game is that when you speak it, it sounds like Japanese, and when you write it, it looks like Russian.
Oh, my head.
That's a very large traveling case, isn't it?
We have destroyed this beautiful language.
English did that to itself already.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yes, it carries a lot of memories for me.
Memories? What do you mean?
How do you think I got in here?
That's actually how I stowed away on this vessel. I was brought on board inside that case.
Ah, yes. I see it says, "This way up" in Japanese.
Which in hindsight, I should have realized the foreign crewman wouldn't be able to read. I was turned over and over and over, and then I was tossed on the floor in here.
And
Pretty
then
sure he
you
just
wrote,
didn't care.
Yeah, and then you wrote on a piece of paper, "Do not open," in Japanese again.
That sign won't stop me because I can't read.
Oh dear. Being a stowaway isn't as romantic as it sounds.
Well, it was less painful than a Sasato takedown. Wow! That
What?
one toss
Really?
is that one toss is more painful than being rolled around the suitcase. All right.
All right, confirm. Susato can break every bone in your body with one throw.
Jesus.
This-
Put her
Saw
in Marvel
this
vs.
smash.
Capcom.
Yeah, put her in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh my god, I would love for that.
Yes.
This is... Yes, it's a bell cord contraption, I think.
What do you mean, contraption?
I read about it in a book when I was studying that talked about life in Great Britain. Large households often have bell cords like this, which you can pull to ring a bell to summon servants.
Really? That sounds almost magical.
Yes, like the magic that you did on that paper.
No!
No, not like that one.
Shall we give it a little try?
Yes! In the interest of cultural research, obviously.
Yep, that's definitely the reason.
They are children.
Yep. I keep doing
I
that.
suppose...
Would you like to read more?
No.
I suppose nobody comes for lowly Japanese people.
I played 2 sidekicks. I think I'm good. No, I'm sure it's just that everyone is busy. That's all.
Also, you know, the murder. Probably the murder.
Yeah.
I think that's some kind of opening for a ventilator. A hole through which fresh air can circulate into the cabin.
Isn't that a little odd?
What do you mean?
Well, this ventilator, if that's what it is, looks like it must connect to the next door cabin.
Yes, it would appear to. You're right.
But if its purpose is to allow fresh air into the room, surely it should be connected to the outside.
Whoever designed this ship is an idiot.
Oh, imagine all the farts.
I'm out. I'm out. Okay. Bye.
That was the line. That was the line, Taisa. That was the line.
That's true. Perhaps it's so rain and spray don't find their way in when the seas are rough? Or something like that?
I suppose. Maybe that's it. Nah, I think
Maybe it
someone's
was just poorly designed.
Yeah, I'm just like, someone's just lazy.
It's some 2 weeks since we set sail from Japan. Have you really been living in that wardrobe the entire time, Naruhodo-san?
Yes, Kazuma refused to let me stay in the bed. I think living isn't quite the right description.
Oh, no, I suppose not.
He wouldn't even let us cuddle.
Worst bestie.
I need more romancing than that.
Clearly, this is why he got murdered, because Kazuma wouldn't let him sleep in the bed.
Oh,
Like,
well,
damn, man, I just wanted to cuddle.
Well, if I had known that you needed that, I could have given you one of my plushies.
That's not
See,
the
I thought
same.
if
Susato
you-
gets it. Susato gets it.
Although it must have been rather exciting, making this voyage on your own secret hideout.
I would imagine it's very uncomfortable. The trouble was, I never knew when a member of the crew might come in. So, yes, I did basically have to live in the wardrobe. And last night was no exception. Whoa.
Because of that, you had no idea what was happening out here in the cabin.
No, sadly not.
This is what dear Kazuma-sama would have sat whenever he was writing.
London Diary. Poor Kazuma. He didn't even make it to his destination.
It looks as though his last entry is incomplete.
Which means... what? He was in the middle of writing it when the incident happened? Let's see what it says. It could be a valuable clue.
I like that the
Why?
That is answer the question!
What?
Kazuma-sama may have departed this world, but you must not read his private thoughts.
But there could be a clue! What if it's something important? Something relevant to the case? Why don't you read it then? Alright, I won't read it. You can read it then, Susato! Jeez!
Oh, Kazuma-sama.
I don't like prying into people's personal matters either. But in this case, isn't the need for clues more important? And then there was this guy.
Hello?
Who's that? He wasn't there a minute ago. He just.
How did he get
appeared.
in?
As far
Did
as
he
I
just phase into this plane of existence? What just happened?
as far as I can tell, it looks like he might be European.
Oh, how did he...
Look, your guess is as good as mine. You've noticed the man too, haven't you? I have no idea who he is, or how he got in here, but he looks suspicious. And tall. Suspiciously tall.
Did we, like, call the police?
Tall people are suspicious, apparently.
I mean, if you're pretty tall and you go to Japan, yeah.
Suspiciously tall.
Naruhodo-san, don't tell me. Do you really not know who that is?
No, this just mysterious man. Well, no. I don't have any foreign friends or acquaintances at all. He doesn't look like a member of the crew. There's something very unusual about him. And is he
Is it the fact that he is crouching on the table and looking under it while being on top of it? Is that the part that's unusual? Which is the part that's unusual? Rinosuke, like, I'm gonna need you
How
to
his hat isn't
specify.
falling off. His
You've
hat
got
is
an-
somehow on his head and it's not falling off.
That's
You've
the
got an
most
entire
suspicious thing.
smorgasbord of unusual things.
The longer we wait here, the more blood is going to rush to his head.
Look at just this, like this is a buffet of unusual things. Take your pick. Fill your plate. Have fun.
And is he investigating Kazuma's desk, or is he just playing on it? I can't tell.
Yes.
Well, in that case, we simply must talk with him.
Am I just imagining it? Or does Sasada-san look almost uncontrollably excited?
By the way, I expect that you've noticed already, but just in case. If you press on people when they're in the crosshairs, you can converse with them.
Alright then. I'll get that suspiciously tall gentleman in my sights and see what he has to say for himself.
Did you just say nothing for the spacebar because it's just a space?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, please do.
Sasato, you're too excited and I'm concerned. Hello, Mr. Suspiciously Tall European Man.
Well, Naruto-san,
Sir?
you don't know who that is, and you should be more excited about who that is.
No.
I'm more confused by the fact that he's on this. Sir, get off the table, like... You have legs, use them.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Do you have a moment?
This is a critical point in my investigation.
Alright then. Maybe I should leave him alone. He seems a little unfriendly.
Yes, perhaps that would be for the best.
Okay, bye. Okay, hi!
Hey!
Greetings, oh, shit, okay.
Ah!
What exactly were you doing on Kazuma's desk just now? Can I have his goggles?
Ah, I see. Fascinating.
Sorry? What do you see? It feels like he's looking right through me.
Is it the goggles?
Oh yes, everything is clear now. The train of reasoning has run its course. My deductions have crystallized. You have been in Afghanistan, I perceive. Just recently returned, if I'm not mistaken.
Sir? Sorry? What?
And now, whilst venturing toward foreign climes, you find yourself in a most troubling predicament.
Oh, well, that's true at least.
But how?
How the deuce did I know that, perhaps? It was really a most elementary deduction, hardly worth explaining.
Have you perhaps managed to deduce anything else?
But of course, a great many things. There is no mystery, my dear madam. For example, you have fled your native land of Russia, being as you are a merciless revolutionary.
What?
Sure.
Okay.
You leave 16 victims of assassination in your wake, and now travel to England to blow up the Crystal Tower.
What? Oh,
And-
it's not done!
When the bedridden occupant of this very cabin discovered your identity, you ended his life too.
What?
Yes, I believe that summarizes the facts beautifully. No need to hide the truth now. Nothing deceives these eyes.
Maybe because you're already deceived. Hello? Hello? Just to be clear, you are talking about me, are you?
Certainly I am. Do you see another in this cabin who fits the bill? A Russian assassin with 16 victims to his name.
I definitely look Russian. Mm-hmm. I don't even see one person who fits the bill.
Crazy man, got it. Alright.
No, it's true.
Sis, I don't know!
It was you who did this to Kazuma-sama.
No! You really believe that? What?
And you're plotting a revolution, too.
Please!
It's a shameful behavior, Naruto-san. Absolutely wicked.
He's not even Russian!
No! Listen, there's no way.
Aya!
Ma'am? You know I'm Japanese, right?
Explain
Hello?
yourself. Tell me everything.
Oh my god.
This is ridiculous.
These are children.
Oh
I
my.
mean, she is 16, so yes.
Could you do it?
For pity's sakes, open your eyes. I'm not a Russian revolutionary, obviously.
Oh, forgive me.
Can you forgive my back too? And as for you, what kind of deduction was that? You were just saying the first thing that came into your head.
Ah, but was I not right?
No, that's
While
the
venturing
point.
toward foreign climes, you do find yourself in a most troubling predicament, do you not?
That's literally the only thing you got. And it's
That
like
was it.
that you could literally look in the room or talk to someone and already know. Well, yes, maybe.
Ah, there you have it, you see. What do you make of that?
I don't know, 1 out of 4 deductions correct? That's pretty bad. Well, to be honest, this ship is en route to England, and I'm in handcuffs at the scene of a murder. So, I'm not really sure you could call it deduction. It's more plain observation.
Indeed, an observation, my dear boy, is the basis of all deduction. My method is founded upon the observation of trifles, you see. I announce my findings with a brassy certitude, and more often than not, I'm right.
Huh.
No, Phoenix Wright hasn't been born yet.
I don't think you introduced yourself.
Ah, my apologies. How remiss of me. I am none other than the greatest detective of the century, known to men and women the world over. The
Inimitable.
inimitable Sherlock Holmes.
No,
Blew up all my timing.
it's really you, the actual Sherlock Holmes.
The very same. The inimitable actual Sherlock Holmes.
Bootleg Sherlock Holmes, got it. Nope.
Sherlock Holmes 2, baby!
Yeah. Do you know this man, Susato-san?
What's famous detective in the world? Not Holo-san. Of course I do. There's nobody who hasn't heard of him.
What planet have I been living on then? The planet where Sherlock Holmes doesn't exist.
The planet wardrobe.
Oh my god.
We must ask him what he seduced.
We just heard it.
You have worked out the entire case already, I'm sure.
I don't believe you.
Really? Why do I feel uneasy about this?
I do believe you.
Aw, thanks. But first, hi sir, would you like my student badge?
Oh my god.
Mr. Sholmes, what do you make of this?
Quiet. When I'm ruminating in the course of my deductions, nothing must disturb my mind.
Oh, so sorry.
Ah, an Indian curry, perhaps.
What?
What?
What's he ruminating about? The lunch menu? Okay, but Indian curry does sound pretty good. So, you're a great detective, are you? Sorry, what was your name again?
Indeed, I am none other than the one and only Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, I see. You're German? Hairlock, was it?
No, I have no hair. I mean, I have hair, but please call me Holmes. You can read all about my exploits in this exciting London publication.
Yes, Rats magazine, full of wonderful short stories and interesting articles from Great Britain. I never miss an issue. I have sent from England especially.
Oh my god, the import costs. Ah, yes, here it is. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Susato and I are on the same level. We both import stuff from foreign countries that are pretty expensive.
So, you're the protagonist in a series of short stories, then?
Indeed, I am.
And you've read so many of your own stories, you've started to think you really are a detective? Oh!
Make no mistake, I'm not the poor, deluded fellow you take me for. I'm a rich, deluded fellow. Your
Inference.
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 Your inference is backward.
Backward?
My trusty biographer records my greatest detecting achievements and chronicles them in the magazine.
You have a biographer, do you?
Well then, everyone. Mine goes by the name of Dr. Wilson, presently keeping shop in London.
Wait, isn't
Dr.
that guy
what?
dead?
Wilson? Why is he in Japan?
I must say, thanks to the publication, I've been fantastically busy of late. Why, this very moment, I'm returning from Asia, having solved the mystery of a cursed royal crown.
Really? I can't work out whether I should take this man seriously or not.
Do not.
Deduction, you see, is to me a science, logical reasoning in its purest form.
Science?
God, I should have gotten water earlier.
Really? Is it science?
The astute observer notices even the most subtle of reactions in his subject.
It's magic.
A furtive glance, a twitch of a muscle, a slight inclination of posture. Fingernails, arm sleeves, furrows in the skin. I'm currently blind from all that flashing. All these things are data.
That's why he wears
Right.
goggles.
That's why his eyes are closed.
And the train God damn it, all these fucking
Yes!
words.
Well,
Well, I
logic.
have some
Logician.
bad news for you. The
Logician?
words get logician. I have some bad news for you. The words keep getting fancier as we get to Britain.
And the trained logician? Alright.
Yep.
I think Herlock's just making up words at this point.
I mean, I could see that.
Secretariat!
And the trained logician makes deductions from this data in the blink of an eye. The ultimate conclusion is, without fail, the truth. As I demonstrated only a few short moments ago.
You proved one thing.
How can he look me in the eye and claim that?
So you see, I have a turn both for observation and for deduction. And fame.
I think it's mostly fame, but sure.
That is what makes me the one and only Herlock Sholmes.
He almost messed up his own name. Good job.
Please. Have you managed to deduce anything about this particular case yet?
Have I managed to deduce anything? My dear fellow. Who do you suppose discovered the culprit in his most cunning hiding place? That's right. It was none other than the great detective before you now, Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
I see. In other words, I'm in these now because of him.
When I became anxious about Cosmo Summer this morning, I summoned all the crew members to force the cabin door open.
And I can see myself among their number, gaining entry to the scene of the crime.
How? You stick out like a sore thumb.
Yes, luckily for everyone, the great detective, Herlock Sholmes, was on board.
Luckily.
And the handcuffs seemed to be an excellent fit, Mr. Naruto.
Ugh.
The very moment I laid eyes on the scene, two facts were immediately apparent to me.
Oh, really? 2 facts, you say? Only 2? Mr. Sholmes, tell us, please, what 2 facts were apparent to you when you came into this cabin this morning?
Ah yes, but first, let us be precise. The 2 facts in question were immediately apparent to me.
Yes, I understand. But what were they?
Allow me to elucidate. The 2 facts that I deduced from a mere momentary glance at the scene of the crime were as follows. Number 1, the cabin was locked from within, rendering escape of the culprit out of the question. Number 2, the victim was Russian and killed following a dispute with an acquaintance.
Okay, Kazuma's Russian now. Good to know. Hold on, Mr. Sholmes. What made you think the victim was Russian? I mean, I guess the writing, but also...
Observe the dying message left by the victim on the floor. I'm not pronouncing that.
Don't worry.
That is the Russian word for wardrobe.
I was trying to look up what Russian words were going to come up in this case, and I couldn't remember all of them, so...
Do you really think Cosmosoma could have left a dying message in Russian?
In their final moment, many find their native tongue filling their head. For this young man, Russian.
Kazuma
I see.
was Russian, was he? This is a lot.
Initially, I considered Gardero may be the name of a killer. A certain Robert Gard, perhaps. But in the interest of thoroughness, I decided it would be wrong not to look inside the wardrobe there at least.
What do you find Mr. Narahuro sleeping so sadly?
Quite so. I found you, the renowned Russianary Revolution killer.
Why is it that I'm Russian too?
I don't think this man has met a single Japanese person in his life.
I don't think he's met a single Russian person in his life.
I observed that you were wearing the same attire as the victim. In other words, you were acquainted. And if memory serves, that outfit is the traditional dress of the Russian people.
No, what?
Our school uniforms are the traditional dress of Russian people. I had no idea.
Russians
That's
wearing
because he's
kimonos.
lying.
And I had
Or he's
no
just stupid.
And I had no idea a detective could get something so wrong.
I took a photograph of the victim and the message, that I might analyze it for possible hidden details.
Ah, thanks. This...
Yes, enjoy this trauma. This was taken immediately after the young man was discovered, before the body was removed.
Yes. Kazuma had already been taken away when I woke up. And this is the first time I've actually seen him like this. I hate that picture. Anyway.
Are you alright, Mr. Narahuro?
The frequency of it coming up, even after case 2, also makes it very painful. Oh, yes. Thank you.
I'm not on duty for this one.
Oh?
Nope.
Oh, we didn't establish who's doing this.
I think it's you, Lewis. Go for it.
Oh God, I didn't prepare for this.
You're
Hang
on a Russian ship. Let's go.
Yeah, but I was already gonna do a Russian character. I can't just do a Russian accent.
Should I just do it? I only have one major role at best.
Sure, go for it.
Do you need me to talk in Zangief?
You can talk in Zangief, yeah.
There you go.
Excellent. God, I haven't seen Street Fighter in so long.
Please read the evidence.
Change the channel.
Quick, change the channel.
There you go. That's your line.
Anyway, I went back to the evidence because I unintentionally skipped over it.
Crime scene photograph. The Russian word for wardrobe in purple ink. It will appear to have been written in the victim's final moments. Also very neatly, too.
Can I ask you something, Mr. Sholmes? Are you an idiot?
Well, I am played by someone called the smartest moron.
You know what? That's really applying
That
here.
checks out. That checks out.
That's
Yep,
checking
it
out
does.
real hard right now.
Gee, it's almost as if I intentionally cast it for that reason.
Please check out his Shin Megami Tensei videos, wink wink. Anyway, what pray?
You mentioned Russia before as well, didn't you? You know, when you said I was a fearsome revolutionary, fleeing from Russia and all of that.
Ah yes, the train of reasoning that led me to the truth.
Would you mind explaining that train of reasoning to me, do you think?
Russian
Nope.
word. Certainly if it interests you.
How many times? I'm not Russian, and I don't speak Russian. Please?
And neither do any of us.
Can we talk about your deduction before? The things you concluded about me, I mean.
Ah, the now famously accurate troubling predicament you find yourself in?
Actually, it was the other details that I was more hoping to discuss. You know, the merciless Russian revolutionary and Assassin of 16 part. It's so hard for me to read it because I'm also in disbelief still.
Ah yes, the more sordid details. It was a fairly commonplace deduction. Here we have this morning's paper. The main headline reads...
That's definitely Naruhodo!
Revolutionary Violin Borshik flees Russia via Shanghai.
Bolshevik.
Bolshevik.
Grandiose.
This vessel made a port call at Shanghai yesterday. And last night, the young Russian was murdered.
Since when was Kazuma a Russian?
Sounds like Mr. Sholmes has concluded that he was Russian because of what comes...
Bleh.
It sounds like Mr. Sholmes has concluded what he was Russian because of what Kazuma-sama wrote on the floor.
There was a simple fact of reasoning to realize that the culprit of this crime was the same merciless revolutionary. One who had killed the very man who helped him to escape after his true identity was discovered. Yes, you. Violin Bolshevik.
No. How could it be me? I don't look anything like this man. Just look at his face.
Well, you are a fearsome revolutionary after all.
No, I'm not. Stop saying that.
Therefore, you have no doubt learned to revolutionize your appearance as well.
Please.
And, I might add, your name does not appear on the ship's passenger list. Need I say more?
Well, that's because I'm a stowaway.
What about the other details? The 16 victims of assassination and blowing up the Crystal Tower.
Ah yes, the journalist clearly interviewed the man and printed all those particulars in the article. The deeds the man has perpetrated thus far, and those he is plotting, yes. Everything about this revolutionary Bolshevik was included. There can be no mistake.
Why did someone interview him and then the revolution guy, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Just like, what? Why? What?
Yeah,
This article doesn't make any sense.
Well, I mean, probably to gain more followers or something.
Okay.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe this revolution.
God damn it, Lewis.
Do revolutionaries usually agree to interviews with newspaper reporters, I wonder?
Well, look, Susanoo just said it for Katie. And what about the part where you said I was just returning from Afghanistan?
Also quite clearly stated here in the article. Bolshevik has recently returned after a period of subversive activities in a war-torn region of Afghanistan.
Where even is it anyway? This Afghanistan place.
Ask Yakko Warner.
Here, take the paper for yourself, as a little memento of this great deduction.
I just realized who Sholmes reminds me of.
Oh, thank you. Who?
Sap Brannigan.
No, I'd say Zap's kind of more of a dick.
Yeah, he's more of a dick, but he is just as self-important to Sap Brannigan.
I guess, yeah. And when I say dick, I don't mean Dick Gumshoe.
No, not the good dick, the bad dick. I get it.
I've absorbed all of that as of interest to me within its pages, but I see no rubbish.
Sorry.
Oh man, I gotta switch voices.
Welcome.
Zangief read new item. Article about revolutionary. An article. God damn it. Sorry.
It's fine.
Just go for it. It doesn't even matter.
An article on the front page of a Russian newspaper. The headline reads, Revolution Villain Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. And you may find the article on the back page of interest as well.
On the back?
Oh my god, we can turn things around?
Oh!
Cast your eye over it sometime if the interest takes you, though you may need someone to interpret.
Like you? It's all written in Russian. I couldn't hope to read it.
Wait, hang on. You might need someone to interpret. Didn't you just say that? Didn't he just say that he thinks we're Russian? Why would he think we need someone to interpret?
This man is a contradiction. but I suppose it wouldn't hurt just to glance at the article. Maybe there might be a picture or two. This man. Before we started talking, you were examining Kazuma's desk, weren't you?
Kazuma. Ah yes, the victim.
A very Russian name, Kazuma.
A traditionally Russian name.
Did you notice anything useful? Anything at all?
Observe for a moment the desktop of the victim. We see that the victim was engaged in penning some text.
London Diary. Kazuma was keeping notes of the trip. But
That's not in Russian.
I don't think you should read his private writings. It could upset people. By people, we mean Susato.
Tragic. And something you ought to perhaps elucidate before the act of reading.
You mean you've read it already?
It is my business to know what other people do not. Yes, believe it or not, I know a smattering of Japanese.
Huh?
Did you not deduce that maybe that Japanese diary means the man is Japanese?
This Russian,
that not occur to you?
Russian revolutionary who can speak Japanese, but it's actually Russian. Or no, it's actually English, and they write Russian, but it's actually English. But
Oh
they
my
also
God,
can
stop.
write Japanese, which is an alien language.
Oh, I see.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Well, you're about to know what a Susato takedown is. And then she doesn't do it! I'm mad! Susato-san? Aren't you gonna throw the detective with one of your trademark takedowns?
Sorry, Naruhodo-san. What on earth do you mean?
I hate this.
Oh, F you!
Life is so unfair.
Welcome to your life, Yonosuke.
Anyway, to return to the matter at hand, namely this diary belonging to the victim. It would appear the final sentence is incomplete, as if the author were cut short. Tell me, what is the nature of the writing? Pray be precise as to the details.
Oh, but I thought you knew Japanese.
A smattering, dear boy, a smattering. Sayonara, bonsai, mikado, nado nado. I trust you're suitably impressed. God damn it.
Taisa, do you know what nado nado means?
No!
It means etc.
Oh, God.
He literally said, hi, flower, something, etc.,
He
etc.
said
Mikado's a foreign,
goodbye.
is
Mikado? Yeah, I believe so. Or Mikan. Close.
Yeah,
close
Mikado's
enough.
some kind of orange citrus thing.
Yeah. So he
I-
said
I
bye,
can.
plants, etc.
God, I can't.
This is me.
But this diary is littered with complicated-looking characters, of which I can read precisely none.
Kanji,
So he didn't
then.
read it.
So it's kanji. So what was all that showing off about before then?
If you would be so kind to show me, I would be happy to read it for you, Mr. Sholmes.
Oh, you can just get all up out of here.
I
hate
am
all
the
of this.
judicial assistant to the defense.
I'm much obliged, my dear madam.
Then why are you tossing? The defense!
The final entry here. Well, you're not the defense. Kazuma-san was the defense. You're still away.
I'm kind of defending my murder right now!
Well, you're not doing a good job.
The final entry here in Kazuma-sama's diary consists of just 2 short sentences. The first reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound.
A whistling sound?
These are very deep waters. Pray, go on.
Second sentence reads, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
A speckled band? What on earth does that mean? They said the word.
Ah,
I have no idea. I've never heard that expression before.
The ventilator grill, you say? the man was presumably referring. To the lattice there on the wall, which connects to the adjoining cabin.
Yes, the adjoining cabin.
New item. Kazuma's diary. A diary Kazuma was keeping of his trip to London. According to the last entry he made before his death, he spied what appeared to be a speckled band, whatever the hell that means.
Thank you.
It was a small band, and they were very sparkly.
So, I believe I've given you enough to consider for the time being at least.
Do you have...
Okay.
No, you know what? Maybe we need to rethink this.
No, keep going.
Okay.
No, keep going.
Maybe we need to rethink
No,
this.
I
Maybe
don't-
Taisa wants to
I
be
have-
the assistant.
No, I hate that. Don't put me on the assistant again. I intentionally did this. I can't help that I keep doing it, but I don't want to be the assistant again.
I think
And
it's more
yet-
so you've played this game so many times by now that you've read most of the dialogue on your own that you're just so used to, oh, I should go now.
Yeah, I've heard this. I think it's going to be bad with the Grey's Attorney just because I have read every character so many times.
Ah, do you have somewhere else to go?
Sasato in particular, just because she ends up talking the most.
As it happens, the victim's writing in his diary have piqued my interest. The matter warrants further investigation, I believe. And if I am still too long, the seasickness takes hold.
I need like a little jingle that says, Susato is talking, do not talk, it's not Naruhodo.
Usada was talking, do not talk.
Oh, I suppose. You're thinking of investigating the cabin next door, which the ventilator connects to?
Great detectives are a curious breed. Our minds rebel at stagnation. We crave mental exaltation. So yes, I intend to investigate. Hence the truth will become clear soon enough.
Do you think perhaps that we could go with you?
No, that would be somewhat complicated.
Well, you're no help. What? But why?
A simple glance at your wrist should reveal the answer.
Oh, these.
After all, you're the prime suspect in this matter. No?
Only because you did that.
Yeah, I think I deserve to go investigate because of you. There's no point trying to turn it into a question. You're the one who decided I was the culprit in the first place.
Whatever do you mean? I have no recollection of naming you as the culprit at any point.
Oh my god, sir!
I mean, he's not wrong, but also action speaks louder than words.
You must be joking. You just said it only a moment ago.
Dear me, you are clearly misguided. I would have no cause to say such a thing.
Well, actually, Mr. Storms, I did hear you say that too.
You're quite sure? Well, that's very strange. I wouldn't have said you had the face of a criminal, you know. Not really.
You just said he was this Russian guy.
You said revolutionize your appearance and all that.
This man has short-term memory. So what? Were you looking at my knees before? Some great detective you are.
Powers observation are kind of lacking here, buddy.
Well, anyway, that was then, and this is now.
What do you mean?
What I mean, sir, is this. If you are the culprit, then you must play the part more convincingly. Roll over and accept your fate.
Sir!
What?
I hate this man. So now he's just being plain rude. I don't know, rude is a very polite way of saying what he just did, but sure. And off he goes, having just laughed in my face. His sense of humor is as twisted as his name.
Your best friend's dead.
Naruhodo-san! Oh. I'm sorry, were other people talking?
Nope, you're good.
Alright. Naruhodo-san! What are you just standing there for?
Huh?
You must go investigate the cabin next door as well.
Yeah, aren't you forgetting something? What about these? There's no way...
Hiya!
Susato! Come on!
After Cosmo-san spent his dying moments struggling to leave us a clue, you're willing to give up?
If you keep breaking every bone in Rinosuke's body, he's not gonna have any options.
You're just going to roll over and accept your fate?
Well, you literally put me in this rollover state, but okay. Ugh. As if you gave me any choice in the rolling over part. Thank you.
Calling you out
Thank you,
specifically.
Naruhodo. I think we still have some investigation to finish off in here first, don't we? Let's carry on examining what we can in this cabin while we wait for a chance to slip next door.
Good idea.
The situation doesn't look good for me, but there are still things I can do to help myself.
They were
Right.
really proud of that animation of him lifting his
We're
fists
gonna
up
keep
to show the
seeing
scope.
Boy, they
handcuffs.
really are.
And I owe it to Kazuma to do everything I can to find a way out of this, and bring the real culprit to justice. Well, we'll have to deal with that later. Is that?
Nope.
The end
nope.
of the episode?
It is the end of the episode. What do you know?
Something wrong, Naruhodo-san.
Oh.
Nope, it's just the end of the episode.
No, it's just that crewman standing by the door. I can't help feeling like I've seen him somewhere before. Please tell me that it doesn't... Is he gonna come over now?
Oh, yes, you're right. He does look familiar.
Oh my god, is he gonna come over?
No, this is the perfect cliffhanger hanging.
Excuse me, sir.
See, I would stop here, except there's no music, and that's kind of the annoying
Damn.
part. That's you, Lewis. Have fun.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I recognize that face, but it can't be. Ah, yes. It is.
I didn't know you were here, Inspector Hosonaga.
Okay.
Who is Hosonaga? I am not him.
I am Russian, man.
I am Russian man.
As this detective guy clearly just
I am
showed
not
us, all
Hosonaga. I mean,
Japanese
I am
people are
not
actually
Hosonaga.
Russian. Yeah, we're all. Yeah, you know, it checks out. We're all Russian.
Oh, I hate that we're signing out to this song of all things. God. All right. Well, we'll stop here. We're way over it, but you know, I wanted to get her like out of the way, so we're good now. We'll continue to talk to Mr. Not Hosonaga, actual Russian man, in the next video. See you guys
Mr.
then.
Russian Sailor Man.
Russian.
Mr. Russian Sailor Man Sama.